I gotta go old school because we keep cutting out. All right, so Joe, don't update your iPhone. Here's why.
There is still some with the phones 13 and above with the iPhone. There is still a very low emissions RF that we still haven't been able to, as building biologists, figure out what it is. But it is something related to the locator service, even when we turn locator service off. So again, distance is our friend.
That's part of their AirTag network. And that's something that, as of right now, you cannot disable. That's something they built in as a feature. And that's one of the reasons why the AirTag network is so accurate, because everybody that has a certain generation iPhone and above is contributing to that overall mesh network of technology. So
wow.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where, especially if you're VHS with your phone, like it should be shielded.
Yes, all the time. And if you can get an iPhone that's 11 and lower, a refurbished phone, 11 and lower is going to be safer.
So, if you wanted to, you could have Environmental Health Trust on your show. It's a think tank. This is the director and president, and she didn't even think there was a problem with cell phones. And she has a long list of degrees. Uh, she was the one that got smoking out of airplanes. So if you would go over to, and I think I have it set up for Austin, Texas. So you can go over to Building Biologist Institution and you can find an expert over there. It'll take a little bit for my computer to load it, but there's phone numbers, there's a whole list, and for some reason it doesn't want to load. Yeah, I'm working on a phone for my internet. Oh yeah, it'll load. Have you seen I just switched over to another tab and that one's going now? Yeah, that's always fun. Well, this video was supposed to be super informative because I wanted to give you Safe and Sound Pro Meter. It is a 5G measuring tool that's third-party tested. It's about a little bit over $1,000. There it is. So, Safe and Sound Pro Millimeter Wave, Safe Living Technologies. Now, with that, you could go around and test schools and everything else, or you could pay for this service at buildingbiologistinstitution.org. And then it's certified professional consultation, uh, electromagnetic radiation specialist. That's the one that's in Austin, Texas. But if it lets me go back, it's a whole list. You just go up for uh, the bar up on top will show. This is it right here. I just pulled it down through all the different specialists. So these are all the specialists. Now keep in mind, these specialists know how to read the numbers and get the numbers lower, but some of them don't have the background and the knowledge of the damaging effects. So when people ask them questions, they may not have the most accurate answer, and that's when Environmental Health Trust comes into play. Now, Environmental Health Trust took the FCC to court, and they lost. They lost in court, and they still haven't updated their 1997 outdated safety guidelines that are from the 1980 rat studies and monkey tests, where they blasted them with microwaves up to 4 kilograms. And then they couldn't push the food lever, even though they were starving. They took that, divided it by 50 for the general public, divided it by 10 for workers. And you can test with these devices. Now, there's also bioinitiative.org, where they show you all the known effects. Plus, Russia has a whole list of it from behind. But if you do want to upgrade your phone, it'd be cool if you could get a Safe and Sound Pro meter or a building biologist to test your old phone compared to your new phone. and then think about whether or not you want it. And when she was trying to describe about the low microwaves, that's when you shut it off on Wi-Fi airplane mode, and it's supposed to be completely off, and it's not. There's something in the background that you can't shut off. It's something like Find My Phone or tracking. And it's still pulsating microwaves, and it shouldn't when you're on airplane mode. It does more than break the blood-brain barrier. I'll tell you. You get along with these guys, plus the radiologist specialist, he'll break down why non-ionizing radiation is dangerous. Plus, over at Environmental Health Trust, there's over 256 scientists that signed the international uh, appeal for non-ionizing radiation. The link's down here below, and it lists all the people who are involved, plus the Baby Safe Project with over 400 signatures from pediatricians talking about the danger of being around cell phones when you're pregnant. And then you have Dr. Klinkhart and his 10K study on autism. That's big. It's even though it was a small study and it was never published, it's huge. And those numbers in there from his study, you can copy that and relate to people who have autistic children. So that's pretty much it with no internet.